It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Seek and discover incredible India with SAA, offering flights to Mumbai 7 times weekly. Visit www.flysaa.com today.
And we'll continue that Indian adventure in just a moment. We're still savouring the afterglow of Freedom Day, where events were happening across the country. We've seen individuals achieving a huge amount, but of course it creates a platform for our politicians to grandstand a little bit, yes, but also for them to take stock on what their parties, on what the country as a whole, what government has been able to achieve in our new freedom. And of course, President Zuma leads the charge there.
Exactly. Some nice facts and figures came out of Freedom Day as to how far we really came since 1994. One of the things that I think I'm pretty much impressed is in 19 years since 94, the economy of South Africa has grown by 83%. He's made known. And I mean, I think that's just incredible. It just shows that, you know, since then, I mean, how we just stood up and started working together. And I think it's such a plus point for South Africa.
Yep, and of course that's required a lot of protection. We've had to really rest on our financial minds in South Africa to protect our economy, to protect the rand, and to protect the man on the streets. And I think some would say that new economy, yes, while it's growing, is it there to service the entire population or the rich just getting richer? Interesting food for thoughts. I'm sure Fiducia would have something to say about that. They say the focus needs to be on the individual now, that is how you grow an economy, that is how you grow a country, by investing in the individual, not necessarily in bigger markets.
Like I've said earlier, they're also called on active citizenry, which I mean,
that.
you know, we all should be participating in growing South Africa, making it better, and it's not particularly only up to government. It's up to us, the people of South Africa, to really further it and really become involved and have our say and just work together. And I think it's a mindset change.
Well, and it is, and it's starting to, I think, permeate across all levels now. We've gotten used to Premier Helen Zille using these kind of opportunities to get a little dig in. We know she is, but she was also very overt about her praise of how far South Africans have come and the fact that we rely, or we owe so much to so few. And I think that's something that really hit home for me this Freedom Day, is how much sacrifice has been made by so many in South Africa so that the greater population can have this wonderful freedom. But she also spoke about blind voting, about going out there and just ticking the box because that's what you've always done, or that's what the popularist view is, that you must think about your votes. And I think communities are standing up now saying, listen, unless we've got our lights sorted out, unless we've got our amenities, we're going to withhold our vote. And that is something that all South Africans have earned the right to do. We've earned the right to vote. So many South Africans have sacrificed so much to give us that opportunity. Now do it with an educated mind. Don't just vote blindly on color, on culture. You know, back it with some kind of intellectual property. What are you voting for?
Exactly. Give it some thought. As Graham said, food for thought.
I love it.
Nice one, thanks, man.
Oh man, well, how's your nasal passage with all your spices this morning?
Jeez, I woke up this morning with a bad hay fever, suffering over the weekend, and then just the curry smells in the studio this morning really opened up the nasal passages. But right now, Kat and Zola's adventures in India continues. And
they go to the heart of Spice Land.
Exactly, in Mumbai, Thekkady.
Thekkady,
that's how I said we must
take it
say
away,
so
guys.
Let's take it away.
India is renowned for its spices, and there's no better place to find a wide assortment than the plantation in Thekkady, nestled in the Periyar National Park. Did you know spices come mainly from the bark, buds, fruit, roots or seeds of plants, while herbs, also plentiful in India, are the leafy parts of plants. It's no wonder the cuisine here is so flavorful. Let's explore. Now, of course, you can't come to India and not learn about spices, and today we are at Thekkady, which is also known as the home of the spice, a 38-acre farm that grows over 16 spices. And Taj here is telling us all about that. Taj, this particular spice over here, what is it called?
It is called the allspice. That is called the piment. In botanically, it is called the piment. And this is the taste maker, is a booster. The 5 different spice flavor in one tray. That is why it's called allspice. Not an old spice, that is aftershave lotion is there. It's an allspice, 5 in 1. Pepper, cinnamon, cloves, ginger and nutmeg.
The plantation is a labyrinth of spices and offers tours of its beautiful grounds. For food fanatics, it doesn't get much better than this.
I've heard that there's a bit of a royal family affair when it comes to spices. There's something called the Queen of Spices. Is this what it is?
It is the one because 70% of the Indian market of this cardamom is producing in here. And that's only the one spices we can find it throughout the year. Every 48 days we can harvest the cardamom. That's why we call it a queen.
Now, we're all familiar with dried cardamom back home, but I've never seen it myself in its fresh form. Can you actually use it fresh as it is?
We can't use the fresh one because the fresh one we don't get any real taste. After the drying, we can see like a blackish seeds. That's when you'll be getting the proper taste and proper smell. The fresh one we don't get any taste and we can't keep long years.
So if there's a queen, does Her Majesty have a royal king or a
The
prince?
king is the black gold, the pepper. And the prince of the spice, can you guess it? Vanilla. Vanilla pods. That is one of the major spice of Periyar all over the world. That is the cinnamon tree. Cinnamon, they are using the skin, the bark of the tree. Just shave it and make it like a roll shape and dry it in the sun. You can just smell it, my finger.
Wow.
So I can buy it.
Taj, this doesn't look like the cinnamon that we're used to at home. How do you get it to that kind of state?
We are using the skin, the bark of the tree. We have like a special knife. We just shave it and make it like a roll shape and dry it in the sunlight. That is from the bottom of the bark. And from the middle of the bark, we are making the cinnamon. It's not the roll one. It's like a split it. It's like a real spicy one. And one of the best medicine for the control in the cholesterol, we can use the cinnamon.
And it's only harvested twice a year. That's why we can't actually see it today, but the season is between April and May. So we're a bit early.
Wow. Okay, so I think it's time we see His Royal Highness, the King of Spices.
King of the spice.
All right.
Let's go.
Wow, this tree smells so good I can actually lick it.
The Periyar National Park is not only famous for its plantation, but for its thriving wildlife too. Elephants, owls, deer, and even tigers are found in the park. It's a safe haven for the indigenous animals that find themselves at peace here. Nestled among all the wild vegetation are the hidden gems, including the granddaddy of all spices, black pepper. Black pepper is native to southern India, although Vietnam is the world's largest producer of this popular spice.
Wow. Oi, there, nearly fell. But this is it, the Royal Highness, the King of all spices.
King of the spice.
So why do they call it the King of Spices?
Well, like a long years ago when the Portuguese, Dutch, European people, when they are traveling to India, the main business they are taking the pepper from here to other countries for preserving the meat, salt and pepper. That time who are married, instead of gold, you will be getting the black pepper. That time the European people, they are calling pepper is the black gold, king of the spice.
From the high treetops to the roots hidden under the soil, spices come in all shapes and sizes. And the plantation has it all.
Wow.
Such a vivid color.
Poor man saffron.
Oh, really? Is that what it's called?
Turmeric. It's growing under the ground. The plant looks like a cardamom, but it's like a small bushes. And under the ground, it's called rhizomes. It's not a root. All the people are saying ginger and turmeric, it's a root. But it's a rhizome, part of the root. Antiseptic, antibacterial, and anti-cancer thing. That's the turmeric.
Wow.
That is one of the medicine that is called the curcumin from the turmeric they are making for anti-cancer.
Well, I'm wondering, with all these elephants around here, it's a wonder you're able to maintain the spice plantation.
Because of the organic things. Eating too much and dropping too much. Free compost.
And I heard you can ride them too?
Yeah, we can ride the elephant, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Zola, you know what I'm thinking, right? So when you're in India, there's one thing that you can't leave without having done, and that is taking a ride around a spice plantation on the back of an elephant.
Kat, I'm terrified.
So-
Okay.
It's part of the fun. Let's go.
Yes, yes,
All right.
Oh, God.
Feel the muscles beneath your buttocks. Yes. It's amazing.
I'm so scared.
Zola the same.
Wow. You get used to it after.
These majestic elephants are of the Asian breed and different from those found in Africa. The Asian elephant is smaller than the African elephant and weighs between 2,000 and 5,000 kilograms. They are timid and more likely to run away from a threat than to attack. It's the friendliest transportation around and a great view too. After a long day out, it's time to unwind at the Spice Village. This tribal mountain resort has taken on a modern twist and serves as a sanctuary for guests.
Phew, what a day.
What a fantastic day.
I must say, I'm starved right now though. What's for dinner, Zola?
Me too, I don't know. Let me check what the chef's up to.
Okay.
Chef,
Hello.
what's cooking for dinner?
We are going to do today the mutton pepper roast.
Okay. And what ingredients do we need for that?
It's normally in Kerala we use the coconut oil. We have the coconut oil here. Then we have the spices like the cinnamon, cardamom and the cloves.
Uh-huh.
Then we have garlic, ginger, green chili, curry leaves, turmeric powder, coriander powder, chili powder, red chili powder.
More chili.
No, more chili. Then you have the garam masala, salt, fennel, and as well as onions and tomatoes.
Oh, I see you've got fresh peppercorns here today.
Yeah, we get Kerala, we get lots of fresh peppercorns. So we can use directly either dried or in a fresh form. So we are doing it with the fresh form today, the fresh peppercorns.
We just learned so much about them today. I'm very interested to try them. I'll leave you to it.
We'll do it.
Prepare this mouth-watering mutton curry by heating oil in a pan and then adding cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, chili and curry leaves. SMS the keyword curry to 33728 for a list of the ingredients and a link to this recipe. Chef Jerry says the secret to cooking with spices is to toast them first in a hot pan before adding the other ingredients. This releases the essential oils and gives great depth to the flavor. If you want to make this dish at home, Paco gives South Africans a taste of India. Now you know their spices come from some of the best plantations in the world, allowing you to experience the flavors like Zola and I did. Remember to SMS curry to 33728 for this recipe. This dish is best served with some basmati rice.
Ah, just in time.
Enjoy your mutton.
Thank you very much. Oh, this looks amazing. Hey, sir?
Yeah, dig in.
Compliments to the chef. So what's been your favorite part of the day?
I must say, I really enjoyed the elephants, even though I was scared to death.
Which you were?
Yeah, I was. But it's like one of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. If you come to India and you're given an elephant to ride the elephant.
I must say, I really enjoyed getting to learn about all the different kinds of spices, especially getting to see them all in their natural state, you know, when they come up from the roots. Especially when we got to see an owl. Like, how random was that?
I know.
This is delicious. Compliments to the chef, and I think we've got a martial arts show coming up tonight. You ready to get your on?
Catch, I'm leaving that to you.
Indian martial arts is high-paced and exciting. The sport requires fitness, agility and guts. These guys can certainly pack some power. This is something to be left to the experts and not to be tried at home. India has an endless stream of entertaining things to see and do. Tune in again next week for the last leg of our adventure.
With Paco Curry Made Easy, making curry is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Choose Paco for the perfect curry every time.